Well, hi there, partner. Today we are down on the farm. The farm, the farm. And on the farm, we're going to see a barn. A barn, a barn. You hear that R sound there? R, R. I remember a Pirate Cunningham earlier this week. Well, Pirate Cunningham is out of here. And today you have Mick Cunningham. That's right. Today we are going to be on the farm. We're going to be reading a book about a barn on a farm. Now, speaking of those sounds, let's look at those closely and think about our spelling this week. What makes the R sound? What makes it? Tell me the two letters. If you said A-R for R, that's right. Good. Now let's try to spell arm. What would be your first letter? I hope you said F. Good. R. Now that's a word. Far. Far, far away. Good. Now let's make it into farm. Now we would add an M. Okay. Farm. Good. Now if I wanted to change this word to barn, what would I need to change? What's the first letter you would change to make farm into barn? If you chose F to a B, you're right. Okay, so we're going to do a back and a belly for our B. We don't want to get our B's mixed up with our B's. Okay, so we have B, R, that's right, R. And then let's see, B, R, we had farm. Now I want barn. So I want to change that to a So I want to change it to an N. Good. Yes, it's fun to change words, changing farm to barn. It's really fun to change letters around and make new words. All right, well, let's get busy reading our story today. I'm really excited. It's going to be a fun story. It has a lot of hats in the story. So Mrs. Mick Cunningham wore a hat. I'm going to share the screen right now, and we're going to get our story ready. All right, and just for our special story today, Mrs. Cunningham has a horse cursor. Do you see her horse cursor? Right now it's in the tree. So where you see this little horse, you can see that is where I'm pointing to when I read the story. Okay? So right here, I'm going to put it by the title, a barn full of hats. Now, if you remember, a title has capital letters and all the big words, and always the first word and the last word. So even though our first word, A, is not a big word, it's the first word, so it has to be a capital. A barn full. Now, of is a small word, so it's not going to have a capital. Hats. Would you read the title with me, please? A barn full of hats. Do you see lots of hats in that picture? I do. I see the horse has a hat, and this might be a kitten or something here, and the pig, and the hen. Oh, let's get started and find out about our story today, okay? Oh, all right, here we go. Click. All right, I'm gonna be right here. Where's my little horsey? Sometimes it likes, there we go. One day, 4 farm animals found a box in the barn. Do you remember the word 4 has 4 letters? That's our sight word this week. 4 farm animals found a box in the barn. They opened it up. What was inside? Hats, hats, and more hats. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to come over here now. Look at all those hats. Who wants one? Asked Hen. I do, cried Horse. It's smart to wear a hat. A hat will keep the sun out of my eyes. So when Horse said it's smart to wear a hat, why did he say it was smart to wear a hat? Can you think about that for a minute? Well, the next sentence tells us he thinks it's smart because it will keep the sun out of my eyes, his eyes. So it's smart because then he doesn't have to worry about the sun getting in his eyes. Okay, isn't this a neat picture? It's as if you're at the bottom of the box looking up at the animals looking into the box. I like that. Here we go. Hen stuck her head into the box. She pulled out a flat, round hat. Try this hat, Hen told Horse. No, that hat is too flat, said Horse. A flat hat makes a good nest, clucked Hen. So she took the hat and she marched away. Can you see her marching out the door over here? She's taking that flat hat. Do you remember what she's going to do with the hat? What is she going to do? She wants to make something with it. She wants to make a nest with the hat. Good. Okay. Pig pushed his head into the box. He pulled out a bright red hat. Put on this hat, Pig told Horse. No, that hat is too red, said Horse. A red hat looks fine on me, grunted Pig. So he put on the hat and he marched away. Do you see Pig right here in a red hat? That's kind of like a baseball cap, isn't it? Oh, it fits him perfectly. All right, here we go. Cat poked her head in the box. She pulled out a thick yarn hat. Try this hat, Cat told Horse. No, that hat is too thick, said Horse. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you think the cat chose a hat made of yarn? Can you think of any kind of relationship between a cat and yarn? Do they have any kind of relationship? Well, I know that I've seen cats kind of bat around a ball of yarn, and they sometimes like to play with yarn, don't they? Yes, isn't that interesting that the cat chose a hat made of yarn? Okay, here we are on this page. Thick yarn is nice, said Cat. I will take the whole hat apart. That means take it all apart into pieces so I can play with the yarn. She dragged the hat away. So many hats, but none for me, sighed Horse. Do you remember none is a sight word for us? It has the word one in it. Poor Horse doesn't have a hat. So far, let's think about it. We've had Hen that has a hat. We've had Pig that has a hat. And Cat that has a hat. Did I miss any? Here we go. Just then, Farmer Clark came into the barn. Remember how to spell barn? His hat was large and floppy. If only I had that hat, said Horse. That hat will shade my eyes. Horse grabbed the hat in his teeth. He took it right off of the farmer's head. Yes. Farmer Clark laughed. He put the hat on the horse. It stayed on with no trouble. Oh, it fits well, Farmer Clark said. Horse trotted to the barnyard. Flip, flop. He held his head high. Yes, this is the hat for me, said horse. All right, now that's the end of our story today. I'm going to stop the sharing. I hope you enjoyed about the barn on the farm and a whole bunch of hats. So today, you're not going to do an opinion writing so much like we did last week, but I do have a little activity. It's connected to this story, and you're going to draw something and then just write 2 little sentences about why you chose to do what you did. Okay? I hope you have fun. I enjoyed being here with you, and I hope you have one wonderful day. All right, see you next time. Bye.